that I've been saying that for weeks. But is my expectation around Q2, once we enter the middle of the year, that Bitcoin starts to run aggressively? And do I think that we'll end the year or at some point next year find ourselves at a price of 250,000 to $1 million? Yes, I think that is the case. My prediction of $250,000 to $1 million per Bitcoin looks pretty good. About a year ago today, I said, I think we're going to end 2024 around $100,000. I think we're going to end 2025 in between 250 to $1 million. Some call me a genius. I didn't say that. They said that.
As of right now, payment options are becoming a key factor in the exponential growth of Bitcoin use worldwide. Leading the charge in this revolution is Strike's CEO and well-known Bitcoin supporter, Jack Mallers. For the sake of global financial inclusion as well as the cryptocurrency itself, Mallers views the current phase of Bitcoin adoption as crucial. He likens the development of Bitcoin to the early internet era, when the creation of blocks cleared the path for widespread use. Mallers believes that incorporating Bitcoin into standard payment methods is essential to minimizing inefficiencies in the established financial system. Not only an advantage, he believes there may be a tipping point for widespread adoption when international remittances increasingly take advantage of Bitcoin's lightning-fast and inexpensive features. For more insights like these, please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and enable post notifications. Thank you for watching and enjoy the video.
The market cap of Bitcoin dropped a little bit. We're below a $2 trillion market cap. We're right now at 1.82 trillion. My thoughts about the price. Listen, it's very simple. I think this market's exhausted. I think the market to me looks exhausted. And I told you guys week after week after week that 100K is a big psychological number. It's going to struggle. This reminds me a lot of the 2017 Bitcoin bull run. In 2016, the Bitcoin price was around $400 when it had its halving. It then marched all the way up to $1,000 by New Year's. And then for December, January, March, February, April, the first quarter of 2017, Bitcoin chopped around and it struggled. It dropped all the way down to $800. It actually was at $2,000 in August. It ended the year at $20,000. I think the same thing is going to happen this time around. The new $1,000 is $100,000. These round numbers, you add a new digit to the price. Big psychological number. Those that have been around for a while taking a little bit of profit. There's the holidays. I think also there's a little bit of fatigue in the market. This was a very emotional election in the United States of America. Very emotional. I think people are tired. You're seeing Elon and Trump fight. You're seeing MAGA moan and complain at each other. I think markets look a little bit fatigued, a little bit exhausted. People got to pay their taxes. So in my opinion, and I've been telling you guys this time and time and time again, I think it's going to take a second for 100K to be the new floor. It's a fatigued market. It's a big psychological number. Am I worried? No. This is normal. In a bull run, 20 to 30% drawdowns are normal. Not even that, guys. I really think this market is underestimating. I wish everyone tuning in now and that's in Bitcoin today could have been there for the 2016-2017 cycle. Bitcoin went from $2,000 to $20,000 in 5 months. In August, it was $2,000. So I would not be surprised if, listen, I could tell you with confidence in 2025, I think there's going to be serious dollar debasement. I think they're going to bring the dollar down. We want a weak dollar in 2025. I think that's what we've gotten from Trump. That's what we've gotten from Besson. I think that's the plan. Over the next 3 months, all bets are off. Trump's got to get inaugurated. I think that there's a lot that this administration has to figure out. There's a lot of promises, and some of them contradict each other. So we got to figure that out. So over the next 3 months, it's anyone's bet. I think this market's fatigued. I think America is emotionally exhausted. I think people are really enjoying the holidays. And so next 3 months, next 90 days, could Bitcoin hit 80? Could Bitcoin stay at 90? Could Bitcoin chop around 100? Yes. Would that surprise me? No. Frequent listeners of the show know that I've been saying that for weeks. But is my expectation around Q2, once we enter the middle of the year, that Bitcoin starts to run aggressively? And do I think that we'll end the year or at some point next year find ourselves at a price of 250,000 to $1 million? Yes, I think that is the case. My prediction of $250,000 to $1 million per Bitcoin looks pretty good. About a year ago today, I said, I think we're going to end 2024 around $100,000. I think we're going to end 2025 in between 250 to $1 million. Some call me a genius. I didn't say that. They said that. I think technically we hit it. We tapped it in May. But yes, July was when we confidently broke it. And I think there's such short-term memory in Bitcoin. What people don't remember is the SegWit and the UASF and all of Bitcoin Cash and SegWit 2X. All of that was in August, right? There's August 1st is our holiday, is Bitcoin Independence Day. So I think we hit 4,000 for the first time in Bitcoin's history in August and ended the year at 20,000. So I think when people get a little bit panicked about Bitcoin right now, it really wouldn't surprise me if over the next few months, especially through the inauguration, there's always a lot of volatility introducing a new president, especially in this election. I think we could chop around $100,000 for the next 90 days. We can even see an $80,000 Bitcoin or keep retesting the 90s. It wouldn't surprise me. I don't think this market's going to catch momentum until Q2. That's my guess. It doesn't matter because I don't own any dollars anyway. I only own Bitcoin. So I'm just guessing for the fun of it. But none of this surprises me.
Jack Mallers highlights the Bitcoin network's tenacity and resilience, which have persevered and grown in face of major obstacles. From Mt. Gox's collapse to the controversy around the SegWit upgrade to the controversial Bitcoin Cash fork, Bitcoin has continuously risen over seemingly insurmountable challenges. According to Jack, the risks to Bitcoin seem to be less serious with each cycle, solidifying its position as the strongest and most decentralized monetary system in the world. He also talks about how big institutional players like Michael Saylor and BlackRock are becoming more involved in the Bitcoin ecosystem. Jack sees these organizations' involvement as an indication of a mature market rather than a danger. He contends that rather than resisting Bitcoin's advancement, these organizations are realizing its disruptive potential and aligning themselves with its expanding network effects. Please remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and enable post notifications before we delve further. Thank you and enjoy the video.
My point was, I still think there's not enough appreciation for how much this cycle is reminding me of 2016, 2017. I think the new $1,000 psychological number is $100,000. I also think that markets are fatigued. I think this was a very emotional election in the US. Every financial market to me looks fatigued. It looks out of gas. It looks like people need to rebound. Even just seeing MAGA fight with each other, I think there's a lot of uncertainty in the next 90 days. I have all the confidence in the world. We're going to see a weaker dollar in 2025. Inflation's going to come back in a major way. You know that from Trump's wants weaker dollar, Bessent wants weaker dollar. I think you'll get that and more probably in 2025. But over the next 2 to 3 months, I don't know what we're going to get. You got to get the guy inaugurated. And I think people are fatigued. They're emotionally exhausted. So it does not surprise me that Bitcoin's dipping. It could go a little lower. This is normal. Bitcoin is the closest thing I've ever seen to a real life deja vu. You live and you learn the same thing every single cycle, every 4 years. I swear to God. In 2012, 2013, it was very similar, but it was Mt. Gox. So Mt. Gox had failed, Silk Road had gone under, and it was, since the government seized Silk Road, can't they seize Bitcoin? Can't they control Bitcoin? No. Because Mt. Gox failed, didn't Bitcoin fail? No. And then you fast forward and it's the same thing. Who controls Bitcoin? Is it the miners? Is it Roger Ver? Is it Coinbase? No. Now this time, same thing. Well, last time it was FTX, Sam Bankman-Fried. Was it BlockFi? All those heaping piles of trash. And then now this time, BlackRock, Saylor. It's the same thing. You get the same answers. And not only did they fail, but I think the takeaway really is all you have to do is do the right thing and be on Bitcoin's side. Because Roger Ver didn't only fail like, he tried something and it didn't work. The amount of money that guy lost. And now he might be going to jail. I mean, fail is the polite way of saying utterly and completely destroyed. I mean, Jihan Wu, no one knows who that is today. He was on his way to being like the richest man in the world. He had probably the most valuable business in Bitmain anyone had ever seen. He had a monopoly on a network that was clearly going to be worth tens of trillions of dollars in short order. And he did not do the right thing. And he took the opposing side of Bitcoin. And I think he went bankrupt at one point. So fail is polite. These people got utterly and completely destroyed. And I think the the more Bitcoin grows, you get a higher market cap, and the participants that join. I mean, BlackRock, Sailor, it's really hard to be that wealthy and that successful and stupid. I'm not saying it's impossible, but odds are if you've achieved that much in life and you're buying tens of billions of dollars worth of Bitcoin, you're not dumb. And I think these people are very aware of the history. I know that firsthand because part of their awareness of history has come from me. And I don't think these people are that stupid. I think it's a pretty clear, just be on Bitcoin's side, ride the network effects, ride the economies of scale. Nobody's bigger than this thing. I'd be shocked if we saw, almost it feels that way, almost every single cycle, the threats to Bitcoin become lesser and lesser. I felt the most threatened as a Bitcoin holder in 2017. There was absolutely a point where I was like, holy shit, my life savings is in this thing. If the network doesn't do the right thing, or if this code doesn't work, if this patch we're running from Sholin Fry, some random dude on the internet, doesn't work, then all of our savings is gone.
Jack Mallers analyzes the Bitcoin market's current situation and compares it to previous cycles, especially 2016 and 2017. He explains how psychological obstacles that were $1,000 in previous cycles now show up at $100,000, illustrating the market's expansion and changing dynamics. Jack highlights that despite a backdrop of financial and political uncertainty, he considers Bitcoin's recent decline to be normal given the emotionally charged U.S. election and general market fatigue, and sees it as a normal stage of the cycle. Jack also draws attention to the failings of Bitcoin challengers. He draws a comparison between this and the calculated participation of major institutions like Michael Saylor and BlackRock, who are aware of Bitcoin's inevitable network effects. Jack claims that since no entity is larger than the system itself, the lesson is obvious. Identify with Bitcoin. As Jack Mallers points out, Bitcoin has persevered through every hardship, growing stronger and more resilient each time. Bitcoin consistently shown its resilience, regardless of governmental obstacles, market exhaustion, or unsuccessful attempts by rivals. The risks decrease as the network gets bigger, and there are more chances for innovation and uptake. If you found Jack Mallers' insights as fascinating as we have, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more deep dives into the world of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you see Bitcoin crossing the $200,000 mark soon? Your engagement helps us bring you more valuable content and grow the channel. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.